We are back. So without any further delays, we are going to take the discussion session with our daddy who is here seated by my side as the first speaker for today's program. And like I said, every student is supposed to be here. Now, please teachers ensure that all children are seated here. I don't want to see anybody else first. All right, put your hands together as I welcome our daddy to address us. Put your hands together, clap your hands for him. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You are very welcome. Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, students. To the directors, the principal, the school administrators, the teachers, and the students, I say good afternoon, everybody once again. My name is Olugbemi Olujimi. My name is Olugbemi Olujimi. I'm to talk on statistics as a profession and marketing and business administration. But I'll first of all talk on statistics. After the talk, I will encourage us to ask questions. So I will accommodate some questions. I will ensure that I reserve some time for the question. So students, as I'll be exposing you to what the course is all about, statistics, marketing and business administration, as I'm exposing you to what they entails, the beauty of those courses, and how you can become one of the professionals in that field. I will encourage you to jot down questions that you can ask. Feel free to ask me questions at the end of the discussion. I'll first of all talk about the statistics as the number one discipline in the 21st century. Statistics as a discipline. Let me briefly introduce myself. Like I said, I'm Olugbemi Olujimi. I work as a data processing consultant, data processing and sampling consultant in a market research organization. I studied statistics at Polytechnic, ND and HND. I have HND in statistics. I have HND in statistics and I have Master of Science in marketing. Let me first of all talk about statistics. Statistics is the backbone of all the disciplines, especially when it comes to research. There is no discipline in the world that doesn't have elements of statistics. Be it medicine, social science, business administration, engineering, agriculture, politics, all of them have statistics as their backbone because all of them involve decision making. All of them, before they arrive at some point, they have to do research.
And there is no research work that you do without statistics. So all these disciplines I mentioned, they are core when it comes to research work in them, either in medicine, agriculture, social science, all humanity, including art and theatre. All of them must to they have research background. And in the research work, you cannot do without statistics. It's the statistics that will be used to derive inference. In decision making, it is statistics, either in government or in politics. I will tell it will surprise most of you that as the politicians are preparing for 2023 election, they are already consulting with us to carry out what we call opinion polls for them, to know the mind of people, to know their preference in the mind of people, to actually find out maybe people actually will vote for them. So even in politics, they make use of statistics. In government, a lot of things when they want to make design some policy, for example, public-private partnership, or maybe they want to do empowerment program. They will disperse fund. They will the fund is to ensure that the less privileged use those funds to better their life. They they involve statisticians. They involve people like us have been engaged in some of the study whereby we evaluate the impact of those empowerment programs, the money disbursed to empower people. Did it get to the right people? Is it not the politician that brings some people to come and collect the money? Does the masses get the fund? And does the fund get to who, to the aim for that project? So it is statistician that is involved in designing the sampling plan and even the execution to carry out the interview, to carry out the survey interview and inquire. So even in government, they make use of statistics. Statistics involve data collection, data analysis, and analyzing and presenting the data. And today, every one of us produce data. Whatever we do, especially when we go online, we leave what we call digital footprint. We leave maybe your Facebook profile, you have your name there, you have your age, you have your like, you have your dislike. Brand specialists, for example, Indomie, they create Indomie Swan Club. They will encourage you to join. They will even encourage you to go to their social media pages, to like their products. By the time you go to their pages, they do what we call data mining to know the class of people that goes to that page. What is their age? What is their life? What is their preference? Who is their friend? How can we get to them? So in data mining and in marketing analytics, they they mine the data on Facebook, on different social media platforms. When you are rating a product, you don't know you are, or when you are rating a, even if you go online, if you're watching some YouTube videos, you are rating the video. Some people are coming back to mine those your rating, to do what we call marketing analytics on them, to know who are the people, what is the age bracket of people rating this product. So, and who are these data miners? They are statisticians. There are people like me, statisticians that from their experience, they also have information, they also have knowledge of marketing. Or after their first degree, they study marketing and they combine the two skills together. Are you getting it? There is, for example, in pharmacy, in medicine and pharmacy, before they produce any drug, before they produce any drug, they do what we call drug assay. They do the analysis of the drug to check, to test the efficacy of those drugs. It is statisticians that also involved in testing the efficacy of the drugs to know what is called ladder dose, the dose that can kill. How many of these tablets that you will take that will kill? Many of the drugs we have what we call ladder dose. So it is statistician in biometrics. There's an area of statistics called biometrics. It's those kind of statisticians that are involved in epidemiological studies and bioassay to know the quality of the drug that will be taken before it gets used. In agriculture, there's something we call field experimentation. The field experimentation is when the plot of land is partitioned and different variety of, for example, soybeans, different variety are planted and evaluate which one will perform better in this kind of soil and in other kind of soil. They can even they develop different type of design, completely randomized design, randomized complete block design, whereby they partition the land. Okay, let's give this fertilizer NPK 15-15. Let's give that part phosphate. Let's give that part ammonia. And when you come to engineering, when you want to develop a machine, for example, a a thresher or a what they call rice cleaner or soybeans cleaner. What is rice cleaner or soybeans cleaner? They are when they harvested the rice or soybean, they separate the stone like our mothers used to do when they want to cook beans. They first of all remove the chaff, the stone. They will put in the the beans on a tray. They will be doing it like this. There's a machine in agricultural engineering that does that. It's rice cleaner or grape cleaner. So before they launch the machine, they will test the terminal velocity of the crop. That is, when they raise the crop up, what is the maximum speed it will go up? They will measure the terminal velocity. They call it engineering property of crops. They also have it in geology, in building, physical property of soil. They do the same thing in agricultural engineering. They measure the physical property of like for example maize. So that when that machine is cleaning it, it will not grind it, rather it will clean it. They will know the bulk density, they will know the particle density. Who are the person designing those research? It's statisticians. To the glory of God, all those things that have been mentioned, I've worked in agricultural sectors, I've worked in engineering sectors, I've worked on earth research, I've worked on public research, I've worked on government research, I've worked on private sector. For example, our mobile network, MTN, Airtel, Globacom, all the rest. They, there's something to call market share. There's something we call market segmentation. When they come to a particular country, they would like to know the existing players before they enter. They call them market entrants. They will know the player. They will know the share, that is the percentage of the customer. MTN have, Globacom have, Airtel have. They call it market shares. And for example, my own network is the B network. I will know that from 50% of MTN, I'm going to take maybe 10% from it, maybe 30% for Airtel market share. I want to enter, Benin network want to enter. I will study the terrain. It is statistician that does that in market segmentation. All is learned. And how do you come about statistician? You cannot be a statistician without being a mathematician. So you cannot be a statistician without loving mathematics, without making mathematics your friend. See, I've taught on different area of discipline. And I want to add something. As a statistician, I remember when I was doing my HND, when I was doing, there was a day we are registering for our HND, my HND, when I was in HND1. We were on the queue, people from business admin, people from different departments, they are not making jest of me and my colleagues. They say, you statistician, it is 10 years, you always have work. We, business admin, we can go and do this. I will not lie, as a statistician, you can start on your own. Even if you are not gainfully employed. For the glory of God, I started before I was engaged with my previous employer. I started on my own after my graduation. In fact, before I graduated, I've been analyzing student data, collecting money from school when I was doing my HND. I run analysis for agricultural engineering students, even lecturer in other departments, science tech lecturer. So what I'm telling you as a statistician, even if you are not employed by somebody, you can employ yourself. If you know that this I can apply it in people in this discipline. I started as a data analyst for research students, for scholars, for academic scholars in their research work. And at the end of the day, I graduated to consult for organization. So what I'm telling you is that statistician, statistics is a subject to be reckoned with. And I will implore you that many of us don't know. Many of us, when you ask you, what's the course you want to study? Maybe accountancy, or medicine, or law. I want to become a lawyer. All those courses are good. But I'm telling you, statistics is a backbone of all courses. So for some time, let me give you, I want to diversify into marketing now. Many of us don't know what marketing involves. Assuming you're a commercial based student and you want to specialize in marketing or business administration, I've mentioned some of the things when I was mentioning statistics because as a statistician currently, I'm applying my statistics skill in marketing environment. So I've actually talked about a lot of things in marketing. Marketing as a marketer doesn't involve just going and be displaying wares, goods. It's not only involving that. Marketing doesn't involve only sales. Marketing doesn't involve just showing up beautiful ladies going all around showing products. That's not only what marketing entails. Marketing entails we have a product and we want to let it get to the market. We want people to like that product or that services. So we want to create value. We will create value for the consumer so that we will derive value from them. The value we are creating for them is promo, loyalty, loyalty programs that let's give them two products in the price of one. Let's give them some rebate. Let's showcase our product. That's one thing. Another thing is that what is this market? That is in Nigeria, I want to sell mobile network. Who are the people that need that mobile network? Who are the people I want to reach? I will need to know their age. I will need to know their life. I will need to know their dislike. Those are the work of a marketer. They segment the market. Not everybody in Nigeria are using network. Not everybody will use my network when I launch it. I'm just using an example. Any network, if I launch my product. Not everybody will buy it. But as a marketer, I will know the market. How does the market look like? Who will like my product? Who will be able to pay for my product? Who will be able to pay for my services? Those are the work of a marketer. By knowing them, giving them incentive, and moving them to the product. Those are the work of a marketer. And as a business administrator, you study stuff, you sell products, you sell services. It's a must for you to understand what your products are, when to place the product, and when to get new order, when to replenish order. Those are the work of business administrator. I will tell you something. I want to be I want to be a commercial student because I don't like mathematics. It's a lie. Even as a business administrator, if you study business administration and marketing, you need mathematics. Even as a commercial student, you need mathematics. Even as an art student, oh, I want to be a journalist. They do research work in journalism. Currently, they are doing some data analysis in journalism. You need mathematics. So English and mathematics is key. So I'm encouraging all the students. Love your book, love all the subjects you have been offered, and love your teacher. And be kind to yourself. It shall be well with you. Thank you, and God bless you.
Put your hands together. Clap for our daddy here. Make sure you're clapping. All right. I want to give room now for one or two questions. Please, it can come from the students, it can come from the teachers. Anybody who, in the course of the discussion, have got to need particular clarification, just let me see your hand up. You need to ask a question. Let me see your hand up. Teachers and students alike. And if you do not have, I have some questions for you. Where are the doctors? Doctors, say hi. I can't hear you. Doctors, say hi. What about the bankers? Are your numbers reducing? Bankers, some of your colleagues have gone away. Engineers, where are you? Say hi. Are you hungry? You are hungry. Okay, answer this question. If you answer it, I'll give you something. For this question, I'm directing it to the sportsmen and women. The person that just talks to us discussed few things. Just remind us the discussions as per the areas we talked about. One person from the sportsmen. If you can remember what we talked about, stand up and tell me. Yes, come forward, tell me your name and at least one of the things we talked about. I mean the topic.
My name is Yolanda. We talk about statistics and marketing.
That's very beautiful. Put your hands together for you. Thank you. Thank you. Farmers. Farmers. They are no longer here. Oh, yeah, all the farmers. Stand up. Stand up. You are going to tell me. You are going to tell me which one area does the area of agriculture require statistics according to what he said. One area of agriculture where you need the knowledge of statistics. Any of you? Okay, you were in the farm. Oh, yeah, let me hear.
Marketing.
Do you do marketing in agriculture? The area of agriculture where you need the knowledge of statistics or where you apply statistics according to what he said, not from you, not what you think. I only want to be sure that you listen. See your life.
Rice cleaning machine.
You can imagine put your hands together for you. At least I heard that when we were discussing it. Yes, doctors. Our speaker told that even in medicine, you need statistics. Right? But was that what he said? That statistics is the bedrock, the backbone of medicine. Tell me one thing he said or one application of statistics in medicine. Tell me now. Nobody. You were not listening. You are hitting your head. Okay. One area where statistics is needed in medicine is drug efficiency testing. Drug what? Efficiency testing. Efficiency testing. Is that what you said? Ah! Drug efficiency testing. Okay, put your hands together for you. Okay, entertainment. Do you need statistics in your own area? Represent no. Ah, you don't know when you need entertainment. When you produce your music, who should buy your music? How do you know whether your music will be acceptable? It's the work of a statistician to go to the market to know the kind of information they need. Do you understand? because you are music and all of that. You know there's a music you sing, it will not sell, am I correct? So everyone needs information on statistics. Thank you so much, and God bless you, sir. Now, the question I have for you, sir, is marketing, especially the concept of what we understand for the lack of job in our country. One of the cheapest jobs we see around is marketing job. Uh-huh. How viable, how advisable is it for one to take up these jobs that are always advertised every day, everywhere? Just how safe and how secure are the jobs? Thank you, sir.
I can tell you that all jobs are good,
Mm.
but you put have you have what we call value added. Some jobs are there are a lot of people in the field in profession. What makes some jobs not not looking lucrative is that there are a lot of people in it. But when you add value to it, you become star in it. For example, in marketing, there is a lot of offer in marketing. But when one stay alone on the area of promo and promo side of branding, if one want to stay on branding and promo, there's a lot of people running promo and branding. However, the area of marketing that is so lucrative is market research. Market research. Because the people that are actually running promo, they need figure. They need figure to defend their promo. So when you add some other skills to marketing, you become a star. For example, you had if you are a core marketing person, you add computer to it, you add statistics to it, you add programming to it, ability to do some computer work in digital marketing. You don't go to the traditional marketing. You go to the area of marketing that is evolving. For example, digital marketing. So when you go to that, when you polish yourself with little computer or statistics, you become expert. So you don't go to traditional marketing. What is evolving today is digital. We are in an era of big data. So I will advise anybody who wants to go to marketing to polish it with a little bit computer skill to make it so that its marketing will not be traditional. It will be a digital marketer. As a digital marketer, you quickly have job and you have job security in what you do. So that's my advice when one is going to marketing. There's a lot of specialization in marketing. Branding is there. It also involve promos and some advertising. But other people also fit in. Like, for example, people in journalism, they fit in into branding and advertising. But if you have a little bit computer skill to make your own digital, to get the skill of digital marketing, so it will enhance your your acceptance in the market. That's my advice for people that want to go to market.
Thank you so much. Let us clap, put us together. You know what? I stand up in here.